Alright. Well, hello everyone. Emag here. Today we'll be playing this winter of ours. So, one thing you do, alright, never mind. Let me just like I can compose myself a little bit. So, alright, let's just get into the game. What it's about. So, it's a fantasy Yuri about two girls traversing to like a snow-covered forest. That's all I can say about it right now. We will get to know the story later, further, and yeah. Without further ado, let's just start the game. Make sure it's still recording. Through the snow mar- through the snow, through the snow marches a stranger, neither man nor beast. Down the path, paved with sweet regrets and painful pleasures, she continues to tread. She does not waver from her course, though she does not know why. Even as her body and mind are gnawed by the blistering wind, she does not dare to question her. She does not dare question her soul. Not yet. She bears the weight of splintered thoughts, fragmented memories, and swirling emotions. A bittersweet cocktail of laughter, fear, anger, and warmth. All wrapped with a promise. The road to forever begins here. She marches, and marches, and marches more. So let me check a little bit already in the history. Alright. I guess. Because most of the time, I still want to like learn for vocabulary these. Onward as the snow falls and wind blows overhead. Creature knows nothing, thinks nothing, feels nothing. And yet she knows, thinks, and feels all at the same time. Day 0, a journey's end. Yes, sir. Come back. My father's horse continues to run off into the forest. Okay, let me control the volume a little bit. Okay, let me read that again. My father's horse continues to run off into the forest, ignoring my pleas. I try using the whistle command my father taught me, but Esther is too scared to listen. Esther, please, don't. He dashes behind a wall of snow-covered pines and disappears. Leave me. Alright, where's my mental stick? I look back at the cargo carriage that Esther was pulling moments before. At least where I thought it was. My mental stick. I need my mental stick. Ugh. No, let's screw it. In a not safe place. Alright. Cargo. My panic to catch Esther. I completely lost sight of the carriage. $200 for the fruit preserves, 400 for the leather scraps, 300 for the glacial armor. Oh no. So that's like, for an apprentice merchant like myself. This is about the worst thing that could happen. Was Jill basically like in Final Fantasy or something? Yeah. No. Wait. I'm lost in the middle of a sprawling forest I've never traveled before, with no horse, barely any supply. Forget merchants. This is the worst thing that can happen to anyone. Yeah, you know. Why did you not think of it first? You're in the middle of a breezy storm or a snowstorm, you know. I'm lost and cold, and I have to find Esther. I don't care if I don't know where he went. He couldn't have gone. He couldn't have gone far. Esther, Esther. I tried following Esther's hoof prints, or at least what was left of them. You know when I checked the page before, this character reminds me of like one of the two characters a little bit. Not like no whether like character comparison, but still this she looks pretty cool. I would say. This is what was left of them. Snowfall is starting to pick up, and his prints are already starting to fade. Well, what does it matter? I'll find him no matter what. Sure, said Guardian. I look behind every ashen tree trunk and every snow-covered shrub. He's got to be here somewhere. Walking up hills that look even slightly trodden and scoping the barren wilderness for any signs. Master! He couldn't possibly have gotten far. Right? I look behind every ashen tree trunk and every snow-covered shrub again. He's got to be here somewhere. Oh no, we're getting the ellipses. We're getting the triple dots. I push on, walking up hill after hill. Walking up hill after hill, scoping the barren wilderness for any signs of life. Fortunately, we might get into another hill that we don't want to get into, you know. Step by step, inch by inch, until I fainted. Give up. I thought fainted. My joints feel like they're frozen solid. I can't get up. My face is pressed against the biting snow. I didn't know the cold was this painful. I don't know how long I've been looking for Esther. Long enough for the sun to have set, at least. I have no clue where my carriage is. The wind and snow are in a fervor now. This must be what a blizzard is like. I'm cold. I'm hungry. I'm scared. I don't. Blisteringly cold tears form around my eyes. I was almost going to say ears. It hurts to cry, but I can't help it. Not like this. I don't want to go. I don't want to go like this. I don't want to die. There we go. I got to see that phrase. Not before I've done anything myself. My mental state again is still missing. It didn't fall on. Well, whatever, we can find it later. I don't want to die in a cold and lonely place like this. No, I want to fall asleep. Triple bucks. No. Doesn't matter what I wanted. How is my necklace here? I really need it. Oh, here we go. It was here. Doesn't matter what I wanted. Say that again? I'm dying here. I'm sorry. I let myself down. It wasn't the first time. But at least, it'll be the last. Day 1. Triple question marks. My eyes open to the sun overhead. I feel its warmth, more so than the scraping of the snow against my cheek. And the sun's weight. The sun shouldn't weigh anything, right? Is this what the afterlife is like? Afterlife? Ah. I jolt upright upon remembering where I am. But my legs don't cooperate because they're held down by a person. Definitely a person sleeping on top of me. And they're kind of warm too. Wait, are they the reason I didn't freeze to death last night? Yes, by power of Yuri. Me or Mr. Sun, thank you for saving me. What? Oops. Seems I spooked them. The mystery person stumbles off my legs and onto the snow below, assuming a battle stance. Da 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 da. That's it. Apologies for yelling. Triple dots. Ellipses. After a moment of tense staring, the strange lowers their stance. I mean, you know, cannot get started up like, staring. Sorry, force of habit. Good to see you're awake. Yes, thank you once again. Let me have my second earphone for now, since I think that is still like outside the noise. I will have the other earphone when we go. Music sounds pretty nice though. Here, thank you once again. Let me fix. We have a save here then. Let me just loud in. I know I already but I think it's still that pretty low. Music sounds nice at least. For what? Strangers seem to ask less out of confusion and more so out of indignance. Saving me? I was becoming quite the corpse there, buried under all the snow. Quite the corpse is a little assumptive. Would I even make an impressive corpse? Triple nuts? Did I say that out loud? Yes. I tried to hide my red turned face. Okay, well, I'll be going now. Safe travels. Well, wait. My travels will mostly definitely not be safe. Oh. I almost died last night. Couldn't survive another night out here all by myself. Do you know how to make a fire? Fire. Fire. Not in the, no, not in the snow. No. Do you have any supplies? I had supplies in my carriage before I got lost. But I have my clothes. I see. Excuse me for asking, but where are you heading off to? If it's not too much trouble, I would like to come along. I live in these parts. Oh, sorry, I had assumed. But you have somewhere somewhere you need to be, right? Yes, I do. The next town past the Belden, to the east. I have no idea where East even is, let alone the Belden. The sun rises in the east. You can start by walking in that direction. She points toward the sun. Oh, right. Silly me. I know where to go now, and yet I can't bring myself to start moving. The girl gives me a concerned look. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. I'm just worried about dying. Is this the time for philosophy? I mean, just keep walking for now. No, I mean immediately dying. And this vast forest filled with, I don't know. I've never been on a horse carriage through the snow. My father thought it would be good experience, and look where it got me. Alone and about to die. You look very much alive to me. It's only because you saved me. Double exclamations. Double exclamation points. I did not. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Sleeping on top of someone in the middle of a blizzard doesn't count the same. It's a survival tactic. Very neat. I can use that to sneak around. I was just using your warmth. Well, call it what you like, but I would have died if it weren't for you. Ellipsis. And think about it. If we have to spend another night out in the snow, we can use our warmth together. So, what do you say we travel together? I said I wasn't traveling. Ah, right. But I don't mind tagging along with you. Until you make it to safety. But really? I mean, are you sure it won't be much of a bother? A little late to be asking that after you practically begged me to go. True though. But no, it's no bother at all. No, thank you so much. I've just realized I've never asked for your name. How rude of me. It's fine. Well, my name is Delian. I'm an apprentice merchant from the town of Slatebrook. And with whom do I have the pleasure of acquainting with today? She looks at me, unfazed by my merchant speak. What's your name? Namaewa? I don't have one. I blink. You you don't have any. Everyone has a name. How do you get through life without a name? The nameless girl simply shrugs off my question. Never needed one. True. So true. That's good. But really, like, when I think about it, when I think about it, she's quite peculiar. She's quite peculiar. I have a lot of questions, but something tells me she isn't in an answering mood. Oh, I have an idea. Triple nuts. It was supposed to be where she asks, "What's your idea?" Um, maybe I could name. Maybe I could name you. Ellipsis. Call me whatever you like. Okay, wonderful. Let's see. We're around snow. Some backyard is once, and they're already walking. No, that doesn't work. Maybe if I... Wait, where did she go? Hey, get back here. That's a really nice touch. I like this. She ignores my pleas. No, again, you can just also change But still pretty cool, I would say about this. Still ignores my pleas because he is walking, forcing me to run to catch up to her. Oh, wait up, looks. She stops in her tracks. Looks. Lux. Right, Lux. How's that for anything? Don't call me that. But you said I could call you whatever, Not that, not Lux. How about... Nux? No. Periwinkle. Also no. Tiffany. Please no. Lux it is then. Lux makes her discontent known with a glare. But she doesn't protest the name any further. Come on. We'll march east until we're out of daylight. Yes, ma'am. So we march. And march. And march some more. Trudging through the thick snow, Lux leads and I follow close behind. Or as close as I can be. It's hard for me to walk through all this snow, while Lux marches on like it isn't even there. Lux stops and waits for me to catch up, but she doesn't offer to take breaks. I'm the one begging for those. Another break already. Yes, please. Fine, but make it quick. Sorry, but I don't plan on it. Triple nuts. Beyond grumbling about my brakes, Lux has never much to say. Not that I was in any shape to break the silence. The most I could offer to any conversation was an out-of-breath plea for rest. After what feels like hours of trekking through the snow, my eyes find a familiar sight in the distance. My carriage. I take off ahead of Lux with a newfound energy in my step. I like to use it for transport. I don't think Lux or I would like pulling it along. Lots of my supply should be there. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. Soon enough, I see what Lux was talking about. Even the interior is coated with snow, and the wind was strong enough to carve faint marks along the wood. Most everything was destroyed or blown away in last night's blizzard, and what's left was partially pillaged by what looks like to be local wildlife. Yep, never expect. At least there are some fruit preserves left that I can take. There really isn't much left of my cargo. But at least this is still intact. Spotting the corner of a leather book cover, I rummaged through the carriage ruins to find my personal tome. Your what? Your what? My tome, see? I pulled out the cover. You see, this is the size of the book. It really is a tome. I can't read. Well, luckily for you, I do know a way how to to get the power, to learn the power of reading. Oh. Well, it's just a big book with notes I've compiled over the years on my various magic studies. I'm not sure why I brought it along, but I guess you could say it's my good luck charm. Magic. I didn't take you for the mage type. No, I'm not. Just a girl with a dream, I guess. But that dream was big enough to fill up that entire book with magic. Well, not the entire book. No, but a little over halfway. I've been copying down my favorite facts and spells from any wizardry textbooks my father could get his hands on, ever since I was a little girl. I think from common spells to advanced seals and even modern theories are inside this baby. I'll translate it into common knowledge for almost anyone to read. So I hope that someday you'd be right. That I'd be able to fill out a whole tome with magic studies that can be passed down to others. Triple nuts. Lux has been staring at me the entire time, wordlessly. Is she interested? Or no? I must have been boring her. Look at me rambling on about an old tree. Forgive me for wasting your time. You should waste more people's time. Huh? I mean, sounds interesting. That's all. I feel you, Lux. Well, sorry, I'm just not used to having a captive audience when it comes to these sort of topics. Same thing, Delia. Why not? Maybe it's just the crowd I associate with back home. Or more like the crowd I must associate with. When magic's cool. Right? Right? The key to the universe's greatest mysteries, all within our understanding. Or even thinking in a much smaller scope, the ever-expanding potential of even smallest of creatures, let alone sentients like you and I. There's just so much to the world of magic that how am I recording this? 9 minutes. I wish I could tap into. I let out a defeated sigh. I appreciate Lux's interest, but there's no point in dwelling on dead dreams. That only leads to more heartache than it's worth. Lux gives me an expectant look. waiting for me to finish my thought. Sorry. Forget I said anything. Ellipsis. Shall we get going? Sure. Lux walks up ahead through the snow, but I don't follow suit. I stand still by the carriage, staring at the cover of the tome. Lux notices I'm not behind her and turns. I expect her to call to me, but instead she silently waits. For someone who has nothing to gain from helping, she's been awfully patient with me. Here I am, still captured by the tone. I feel a little insensitive. There'll be a lot of weight to lug around. Dead weight. Don't call it that. But I tied the book's leather straps around my body anyways, keeping it in place. I quickly regret being so eager to continue marching over once I become out of breath again. As my luck would have it, we still have a couple of hours of sunlight left, so Lux insists we keep marching. Lux, wait for. Before I can finish my plea, I'm face flat on the snow. I must have tripped on myself. Lux comes back to me. She doesn't say a word, but she holds out her hand to me. Oh, thank you. As I pull myself up, I can feel Lux grip on me tighten ever so slightly. Let's keep walking like this. Holding hands? Sure. Yeah. You won't trip as often that way. Right. You make a good point. It's a little embarrassing having to be led around by the hand, but I suppose it's better than falling on my face again. Lead the way then. Lux nods and we march onward, hand in hand. Lux slows her pace to match my tired marching, but she doesn't seem to mind as much now. Admittedly, the embarrassment I once felt soon turns to a sense of comfort, knowing that I can rely on Lux, even if it's for something as simple as a walk through the snow. Still, she doesn't offer much in the way of breaks of conversation, so we spend the remaining hours of daylight marching in silence, hand in hand. Triple dots. I drop down onto the snow. My legs are reduced to nothing, and yet Lux asks me to walk until moments before sundown. Finally, salvation. She said we should set up a camp for the night. Here, I have some tarp and sticks we can use to make a tent. The wind seems calm tonight, so we shouldn't have a problem setting it up. You have set up a tent before, right? I'm prepared to learn. That's the spirit. Lux teaches me how to prop up a tarp using a few sticks, and soon enough, we have ourselves a little tent. It'll be a bit of snug fit, don't you think? Well, yeah. I don't tend to have guests, but you're always welcome. To sleep outside. Well, inside it is. I'll be go hunting now. If you can start a fire, do that. I don't know how to do that. Alright. Just sit tight then. I'll be back. Lux suspends her newly caught prey above the plane. Prey above the plane. We'll slow down, while I munch on the few preserves I salvage from the carriage. Something about seeing a dead animal just feels gross. I'm sure I'll run out of my food soon. But it can't be more than a couple of days till we get to town, right? So, this is what every day is like out here. Minus the blizzard. I don't know how you manage. Lux raises her eyes higher. Lux raises her eyebrows. Dumb. Walking through a foot of snow every day is quite strenuous, no? It's life. I see. Triple Lux. Lux really isn't a girl of many words, is she? Feel that. Even now, she's turned her focus back to roasting what I think is a snow hare. Do you know any fire spells? Fire! Ice storm! By away! Huh? Fire, burn. No any. Well, yes, I understand what you're asking, but... Alright. That's how I shared with her earlier. Looking back now, it's a little embarrassing how eager I was to blab about a dead dream with her. And now that she knows, the least I could do is dignify her with an answer. Especially since it seems like the only topic that interests her. I do know a number of fire-related spells, yes, but I hadn't the time to actually to practice any of them. Or any spells, really. How come? Well, because I'm a merchant, not a mage. A merchant in training, at least. If I dedicate myself to a few years of mage training, maybe I could cast Agi onto some firewood. Should. This should be enough to light a fire. Okay. I don't remember. Is Agi also also a time? I guess. The most probably use as well anyways. I do know some of my magic terms, of course. I do know some of them, of course. Well, one of them was a natural analogy. It's just literally called straight up fire formula for fire. I do know Maggie Dolao in SMT. To light a fire. And again, I feel like with the amount of training I've done in my free time when I was younger, most people would have been able to cast even a basic spell like Zio by now. Okay, I think both Agi and Zio are in SMT. As far as I remember. But I haven't any such luck. Zio. Ah yes. It's more of a party trick than anything. But it's a light electric spell that allows a caster to emit sparks from their hand. Yep. If you hit a weakness, you can cast another Zio. That's cool. Mostly harmless, which is why it's a common beginner spell. Okay. Something funny happened. The game crashed, but you didn't miss anything that much. It's just basically did. Like, alright, so after a few seconds, sparks. Alright. I don't know what absolutely happened. The game just really suddenly stopped working. So I'm just gonna check a little bit. I know I could have changed settings, but let's make sure that I'm still recording right now. With the right settings. Sorry for a little pause. Yeah. We still have the right settings. I don't know what happened. It suddenly fucking stopped. OBS itself. It just crashed for whatever reason. I'm not sure if this will keep persisting. Considering I was able to like record for like 2 hours before. So okay. You didn't mind. I still do know at least the story what's going on. So yeah. Sorry about that. If there's like a weird cut, I'm really sorry. So let me just keep the OBS up. This is Zio, right? Yep. Wow. I mean, yes. Yes, it is. I didn't know you practice magic. Looks still not a big name, but thanks. Not big, still not big on the name, but thanks. But thanks. Yeah, look, I have so many questions. Who were your teachers? Do you even have any teachers? I was learning magic out in the wilderness, like triple butts. I learned stuff from places. Ah, not the answer I was expecting. I'll take it over silence. I hope it doesn't crash again or something. I don't know what happened. You use magic often to come. You use magic often to come out. Often come out. You use magic often out here. I only know a few spells, but they all serve their different purposes. For example, this Zio isn't just a harmless spell. Looks motions behind me, and as I turn around, I notice a couple of snow hairs in the distance peeping out from under the snow. Entrance by the by the sparks glowing from Lux's head. Some animals are curious, helpful for hunting them. Ah, yes. Hunting bothers you. What? No. Liar. Is it obvious? Well, maybe a little. Let him have a weak laugh. Lux responds only by turning to face the distant hairs. It's not pretty, I'll give you that. But I would rely on foraging this time of year. Still, if you don't like hunting, then you don't like killing. So that puts me at ease. I'm not sure I follow. Does that mean she likes killing? So, should I not be at ease? You're calm. Does not inspire much confidence. Now that look seems like the killing type. Despite her macabre conversations. So, ready to go to bed with a killer. Oh, wait, no, I am not. On so many levels, I am not ready. I'm not ready. Oh, okay then. I'll be in the tent. You're free to join me when you're ready. Yes, thank you. What's happening? Triple butts. Was she joking? I didn't think she could do that. It's probably safe. Probably. For a couple of deep breaths. Come on, guy. You can do this. Just a night with a kind. Or a bit stranger. And a couple more deep breaths. I built up the courage to enter the tent with looks already inside. It's dark. And snug, as I thought. I find some space looks left by the entrance and lie down. Her back is facing towards me, so I can't see her expression. Lux? Hopefully it continues, and it's not a problem of OBS. I don't know what happened. I mean, I was able to record 2 hours straight before. No response. I guess she's already asleep. Good night. Well, that's... I'm not sure what I expected. I tried to curl up for warmth, but... still so cold. And why won't the entrance flap stay shut? Jeez. Well, that's... An idea comes to me, and a pang of guilt follows shortly after. Lux? Still nothing. I hope she doesn't mind. I turn around and scoot towards Lux's back. Warm. She's so warm. Oh, I could sleep like this for weeks. I got a little even closer to her. I can feel her back rise and fall with each breath. Her breath. So peaceful, yet minute. I don't think I've heard someone's breath like this before. In fact, I haven't been this close to anyone, and, well, as long as I can remember. I thought it would have been a lot scarier sleeping with Lux, but actually, it's kind of exciting. No, what am I thinking? I need to calm down and get to sleep. Good night, Lux, again. Oh, Lux. I burrow my face deeper in her back before falling asleep. It's been 3 days since I met Lux. The days have continued to fill with silent marches through the snow, and the nights with surprisingly cozy slumbers. Like every morning, I see Lux is awake. I see Lux is already wide awake before I am. She's outside the tent, scoping the route for the day. Eventually, Lux turns back to the tent and notices me in my half-asleep state. Morning. Good morning. I naively thought our little adventure would only take a couple of days. But now, we have to go. He's coming. Day 3, another beginning. As I leave the tent, I notice more cloud than usual spreading on the horizon. Before I can stare for long, this catches my attention with a wave. I help Lux hurriedly pack her tent supplies into her bag and grab what little preserves I have left for myself. This will barely last me for another meal. We can eat those when we have more distance when we have more distance from him. For now, let's get a better look at how much time we have. Alright. Lux takes my hand again, and together we climb up a hill with the clearing above the trees. I can tell she's worried how fast she's climbing, but never so fast to the point of pulling on me. Making sure if it's doing alright. Careful, we don't want to close on that. Okay? Even now, she's still staying by my side. Once we reach the top, Lux comes to an abrupt stop and looks up at the horizon. There. Do you see that? The morning sun had been engulfed by a sea of clouds as tall as a great mountain and reaching down to the snowy trees below with its wispy tendrils. Okay. The colossal wall of cloud barely moves, but slowly. It inches towards us, its tendrils gradually wrapping around the trees ahead of it, as if dragging itself across the forest floor. Is that what we've been running from? Yes, the Lord, as he's known. He hunts anyone who trespasses. He hunts anyone who trespasses on his domain, like us. His domain. Shadow realm. I'm just kidding. Lux stretches out her arms and slowly turns towards me. This forest, all of it, as far as you can see, as far as your eyes as far as your eyes can see, and even farther, they're all his. They aren't supposed to be here. But you live here. And travelers cross through these parts on occasion, right? By horseback, it's not too difficult to avoid. But on foot, we'll have to spend most of our daylight hours avoiding him if we want to live. Especially with the snow winter rings. I see. A familiar sense of dread settles within me. The sense that I'm out of my element. Precariously balancing on death's doorstep. One false move and I tumble down into the clutches of the Lord. Or the freezing cold. Or triple Lux. Lux has been watching me worry. She doesn't say a word. She only grabs my hand. For a moment, she doesn't move. She merely continues to hold my hand. Triple Lutz. We lock eyes. I can't read her solemn expression, and yet I feel at ease. I'm not sure what to say. Triple Lutz. Ready. Just as quickly as the moment came, it passed. I shake myself back into reality and nodded. Lead the way. Lead the way. Hands still locked together, we march down to the hill and begin our escape from him. A few more hours pass, marching in mostly silence. I'm beginning to get used to marching in the snow, so Lux and I gradually pick up the pace. Part of me wants to sprint ahead away from him. But another part of me realizes I'll lose more time by tripping over myself in the snow if I do that. So we continue marching on. As always, Lux isn't much of a conversationalist. So I have learned to bring up one topic, I have learned to bring up one topic if I ever wish to pick Lux's interest. Say, remember the trick you showed me the other day with Zio and the hairs? Yep. What about it? Lux only ever looks back when we're talking about magic, even if only briefly. Well, I was just reminded of it while looking at some icicles melting off the tree branches, and how they sometimes refract light similar to Zio sparks. Zia isn't a natural occurring spell. It was completely sentient made. And if someone crafted the spell by hand and documented it ages ago. If memory serves me well, it's one of the oldest sentient made spells actually. Which means that they had to have observed a similar phenomenon occur in the natural world before committing it to a spell. So, you're wondering where the Sia guy got the idea for your spell. Exactly. Spells are impossible to create purely from blood thoughts after all. Blood thoughts come from somewhere in our reality and make their way into every spell that's ever been crafted. I even wonder if your version of the Zia was influenced by the sights and sounds you've experienced living in this forest. Maybe so. I used to climb up trees and play with icicles when I was younger, tearing them up and smashing them against the trees. Uh-huh, that sounds fun. It's a lot more fun when you're bored out of your mind. Sometimes the icicles smash into a mist that shines. Sparkles, glimmers. Yes, it does that when is just the sun is just right. I think that's what Z reminds me most of. Wait, so you've been living in these parts for quite a while, haven't you? Triple dots. Uh-oh. I don't think she liked that question. Feel free to not dignify with that. Feel free to not dignify that with an answer. Triple dots. It's alright. Triple dots. Ellipsis. And silence falls yet again. That's when looks was starting to warm up to me. I had to open my stupid mouth. Triple dots. Hey. Yes. I was thinking. Yet I didn't kill them. Okay. I was thinking. Yes, I didn't kill them. Once we get far enough and set up camp for the night. Could you show me more of your spells from your tomb? A little giggle, mostly at Locke's sudden earnestness. Okay, that might be a typo. So, I thought they would say something. Of course, I read them out to you again. Did any from last night's reading pique your interest? The funny or come again? The one with the snail dreams. Right. Escaradine. For such a powerful spell, it's surprising that one of its side effects is inflicting the receiver's snail visions only when they sleep. Okay. I'd heard of dream magic before, but never anything so specific. I think he said it's the funny one. Okay. I heard of dream magic before, but never anything so specific. Or keep forgetting like it's so weird. I could have sworn I heard Lux let out a chuckle just now, but she digs her face further into her scarf to muffle herself. Sorry, it's stupid. Don't worry. Spells with strange effects are some of my favorites. I dedicated a whole chapter to them with my notes. To them in my notes. Can we read more tonight? Of course. The silence eventually settles back upon us, but somehow, the lack of words feels less like a wedge between us, and more like a blanket covering the two of us. Marching together as one, continue onward. I grip around my hand tightens, and she keeps looking behind us with an intense glare. Looks, what's wrong? You've said we've gotten far enough from him, right? Shh. Max leans in close to me, refusing to stop marching for even a moment. Someone else is following us. Who? Lux calls me for raising my voice with another shush before continuing with a whisper. I don't know, but we can't camp here. If they don't leave us, our only choices will be running or fighting. Never had to do either before. Maybe I'll do neither and die already. What are you doing? Step out of it. Just then we hear a low growling in the distance. Lux snaps her head around and locks eyes with. Too late. Three beasts emerge from the shadows, each donning a menacing pair of canines in a bloodthirsty stare. Dagger wolves. This is bad, right? We won't be able to outrun them. What? Quiet. The beasts lower their stance in response to my shriek with louder growls. Louder sudden movements will provoke them. And what do we do? We're going to die here. This isn't happening to me. This isn't happening to me. This isn't happening to me. There you go. Listen, okay, a lot of it isn't. I'm not gonna say that. Sorry for being a selfish stupid girl. In a time like this, all I can think about is what could have been. Another night by the campfire. With you. You're cradling in my hand, in yours, as we sit there in silence, even if only for just a moment. The crackling fire enveloped me, as in an unspoken serenity. Don't. Sorry for thinking of something so selfish at a time like this. Sorry for jerking it out. Don't let go. Huh? Look at my hand. Lux's hand is on fire. When did it? Answer quickly. Is this magic? The fire isn't burning her at all. In fact, it appears the fire is emitting from her glove. Yes, it is. Magic now, I believe. A more powerful fire spell than Agi. Didn't know you. I don't know any fire magic. Exclamation points. And how did it started when you freaking out and wouldn't let go of me. Whenever you did, it's saving our lives. The beast gazes fixed onto the fire and locks his hand, began to slowly back away. I don't know if the spell would continue if you let go of my hand. Alright, I won't let go. Good. Let's see if this is enough to scare them away. Alright. Lux waves her flaming hand in front of the beast, drawing an arc of fire across the air. Yeah! With lowered ears and faint whimpers, the three beasts back away quicker now. With a couple more fiery swings, two of the beasts ran away with their tails between their legs. But the last one has a feral, hungry look in their eyes. Drool drips down from their open jaws as they lower their stance, seemingly ready to bet all odds in this kill. Just kidding. This doesn't look good. No, it doesn't. Get back. Ah. Look serious. Look serious. Free from my grasp before I find myself. Touch first on the snow. The bigs, I make it makes beast and locks. The beast lunges towards locks, and she, with a single swipe through the hair, cuts off, single strike to the air. I guess. Let me read that again. What's happening? Why am I getting hungry so weirdly? Cuts open the beast's belly. I said right. With a single swipe through the air, not strike. The beast lands with a comfortable splat, no longer moving. I hear something much lighter land softly on the ground nearby. It's his glove. I notice her cradling her hand, missing her glove. No, not a hand. A claw. It's magic. One of the other spells I use. No, not really. I don't think so. But okay, I believe you. Really? You know its name? Can you show me more? Not right now. No. Come on. Let's set up camp here. The dead body of their leader will scare off any other dagger wolves that want to mess with us. Right. Another one of your survival tactics, right? Yep. Not pretty. But better than spending the night running, don't you think? Fair point. I help Luke set up our campfire and tent near the beast's body. Let me keep that up. The body has an unpleasant odor, but Lux doesn't seem to mind. She's already made it clear that she's used to the presence of death, but I still haven't acclimated myself to it just yet. While I can barely look at my body, sorry, while I can barely look at the body, Lux has already torn some pieces of flesh off the carcass and is currently roasting it over a fire. You going to eat? Oh no, I still have some. I pat on my coat and realize the last of my food is no more. Hey, so you know how snow hares eat bark? Triple butts or ellipses? You think I can? No. Right. You're not very good at this whole living thing. Look this out of the pocket observations. Out of pocket observation causes me to chuckle. You may be right. At least you're here to chaperone me. Say any beasts that come my way and whatnot. Give yourself some credit. The fight would have been a lot tougher if it wasn't for fire magic. My fire magic? And I still can't practice any magic. But you knew about the spell when I didn't. Somehow with your knowledge and my magic ability, together we were able to cast Algilal. So it's Agilal. Algilal. I had heard of dual casters before, but I never thought. Wait, we can practice magic with you together. We can. Wow. You think we can, like, fly? Probably not. Right. I'm getting ahead of myself here. But still, Can't believe I can practice magic. And it's all thanks to you. Again, I didn't do everything. So, thanks for being smart. I'm not used to taking compliments. No problem. I bashfully looked down at my feet, and I noticed... Oh. Has the cut on my hand. Has the cut on my hand always been here? Submit the spell. Submit the spell. Sorry. Right, the claw spell. Yes, the claw spell. Maybe you could show me it now. If it's no bother. You're bleeding. Should take care of that first. Oh, right. What if we use a healing spell, like Dia? I thought we could practice magic together. I can envision the spell for you, and you can cast it onto me. Just tell me what to do. Great. I asked Lux to hold out her hand into mine, and with my other uncut hand I grab onto hers. Imagine casting Dia, all the text I poured over night after night into the arts of healing, flashing through my mind, and double exclamation points. A faint verdant glow appears around Lux's hand. Is it working? The cut doesn't seem to be getting any better. It still stings as much as it did before the spell started. Feel anything different? Not really, no. It's fine though. It doesn't hurt that much. I guess I was getting a bit ahead of myself. Want to try Albuquerque again? Double exclamation points. Yeah, we should see if we can replicate it. Holding hands again. Try imagining fire once again. This time, more clearly trying to summon Agi. It's like with the beast. Fire rises out of Lux's hand once again. Huh. Stop concentrating on the spell, and the fire on Lux's hand quickly goes out. Let me check a little bit. Still 33 minutes. The last time it stopped was around 39 minutes. I don't know what happened. Agi seems to be just as responsive as Agila before. Agi seems to be as responsive as Agila before. God, my hunger trying to it's really just getting onto me a little bit. I'm not sure of the specifics. It looks like we won't be able to use healing magic on each other by sharing spells this way. But we can shoot fire. At least, yes. But I'm sure there are other spells we can use if we put our minds to it. Just not the very important art of healing, I suppose. Should at least wrap up the cut with something. Use some pressure to stop the bleeding. Ah, you're right. Here, let me help. Lux fidgets with the end of her sleeve a bit until she finds a good grip on it, and tears off a piece of cloth. She then snugly wraps the cloth around my hand a few times before tucking the loose end of cloth underneath a flap. There, all done. Wow, you're good at this. Yeah, another survival tactic. If you could call it. One you'll have to pick up on pretty quickly if you can't use healing magic. As if on cue, my stomach rumbles at Lux's mention of survival. Right, you still haven't eaten. I guess that's still really important. You want some? Lux holds out a piece of cooked meat to me. The meat from the same carcass lying next to us. I guess I guess I don't much. I guess I don't much of a. I don't have much of a choice. There you go. I grabbed a piece of meat from Lux, inspect for a moment, Although it's burnt in a few places, the meat looks surprisingly edible in its current state. Still, knowing that this meat came from a beast that I saw alive moments earlier, it makes me uncomfortable, but at the same time, ah, this is what you get, foul beast. I chopped out on my would-be killer roasted flesh. It tastes like. It tastes edible. Well, either I finish this meat or I starve, so I continued eating. Lux softly claps in applause of my brave achievement. Atta girl, yeah. There we go. Lux. That feels better, doesn't it? Jeez. You really should be more careful. Again. That's what makes you so cute. Huh? You don't like it when I call you cute. And I call you cute again. Cute as a button, you are. Now, come here. She pulls me in close, wrapping her arms around me. I can feel her heartbeat against my cheek. Oh, I'm recording. Okay, very close to what time it crashed before. I can't stay like this forever. So let's make this moment last. This moment. Huh? Some exclamation points. Day 7. Dreams and desserts. Lux tenses up for a moment, eyes wide and fingers curled. Before relaxing once, she realizes it's only me yelping myself awake. You got me there for a second. You check the history. Okay. Lux lets out a sigh of relief. It's continuing at least this time. Good morning. Good morning, Lux. Sorry for startling you. Lux doesn't seem bothered by the name. I've given her any more, but she does tilt her head inquisitively. Do you have any weird dreams? Weird. Exclamation points. That was definitely weird. It's also embarrassing. Well, it's also way too embarrassing to admit to dreaming a lot. How would I even tell her about that dream? Yeah, I dreamed of you and it got very intimate. Except you had cat ears and you were way more talkative. So weird, am I right? The only thing weird about that scenario would be me. She'd never think the same of me again. Nope, nothing weird. Just plain old regular dreams. I don't really remember my dreams at all once I wake up, so... Why did you yell all of a sudden? Morning stretch? People nuts. It's fine if you don't want to talk about it. Just know that they are fey in these parts, and they like to meddle with dreams. Oh, I had no idea. I had no idea. You know of them. Only through my studies. They're shy but mischievous tricksters who go in the forest, enjoy stealing or even swapping the dreams of sentients, right? Right. You know what? I'm gonna eat a little bit, so I'll probably be right back a little bit. So let's just stop a little bit. I'm just gonna eat some snacks, so I'll be right back. Here, I'm just gonna stop the recording. No worries though. So I'll be right back. Stay toasty. That's funny. Is it actually part of the game or maybe it's just bug? Like it's glitching out. Also, yeah, it's interesting. This is our menu team anyway. Menu team. This is how the current menu screen. Maybe it's just bug, so at least I could just show it. So I am finally energized now a little bit. And hopefully we no longer experience more hunger. I don't know why I suddenly got hungry. And I'll be honest, I'll still be taking breaks. No worries, I don't overwork myself. Despite it looks like it. Alright, so let me know what's previously in here before. Okay. So as far as we've learned from this part, okay, so we can recall a little bit. Like Delia has been journey and on day 0 of course. Was merchant until the next day they met like looks. And then just like a lot of things, there's also like the hymn flowing around the Lord. So somehow by like, by holding hands, they can use magic, but only like in somewhat weird of like conductor way or something. Like when holding hands together with the power of Yuri. Hey, we're back. So let me repeat this. Right. They visited us last night. I dreamt of your father. My father? Looks nods. Seemed like a nice man. And he's also the reason you became a merchant instead of a mage, right? One of the reasons, yes. Let me just do this. No, the main reason. Not my father, but Riz is a merchant's enemy, and he didn't want to risk losing his daughter to a passion so far removed from the family lineage. He's the one who convinced me to settle for a merchant's life. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry. No, it's okay. You were only recounting what the face showed you. I'm the one letting things off my chest. Anyway, they think the face stole my dream and gave it to you. Yeah. And there's a chance they also gave my dream to you. To me. But I would look stream up by herself. Or is there a chance that wasn't looks after all? That only confuses me even more. Of course, they could have only saw in yours and drawn my dream out. Maybe. Triple Lutz or ellipsis. Just be on your guard when you sleep. Don't be surprised if you see something you were better off not knowing. Yeah, just a little bit. I also have not to pay attention now since it's midnight. Stealing happening a lot on these parts lately. Sure. Better off not knowing. What could she mean? Oh, this is exactly the speculation Lux was ominously warning against. Besides, catfolk are just a tall tale parents tell to scare kids into behaving. Shouldn't look too much into her or her past if she isn't comfortable. But now that I think about it, we've been traveling together for a week now, and I barely know anything about Lux. Also, my voice might not be the same as how before, but even then, it might sound same anyways every single thing because when I rehear it again, I feel like I'm still speaking at the same tone. Let's start packing up. We should be able to travel east for a few hours before the Lord cuts us off again. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I mean, looks, ma'am. I mean, I get it. Snow crunches underfoot as we trek on. It's been a week since I embarked on this journey with Lux, and there still doesn't seem to be an end in sight. The Lord continuously cuts us off, just as we begin to make progress to the east. Not to mention, I never knew how huge these forests were until I had to hike through so much of them. Sometimes I worry we'll be trapped here forever. Lux assures that we'll find a way out. Eventually. While walking all day is still tough. Alex have finally accustomed to our routine, making the pain more bearable. The same way my legs are acclimating. Lux seems to be growing more talkative, making the afternoons less monotonous. In warmer seasons, lots of flowers grow around here. Oh, what kind? Um, Purple ones and white ones. Snow orchids? I don't know the names, but they're beautiful. I love to see them in full bloom. I've never seen a wildflower field in bloom before. Really? Well, I guess you could say I don't go out much. Man, after all your trips transporting goods between towns, you've never seen a flower field before. Well, honestly, I haven't left my hometown much. It was only my third trip between towns. Before you know, all this happened. Unlucky on a couple levels. You changing careers from merchant to mountaineer. Haven't been out for long enough to see a field of flowers. Now I wish I could show them to you. You know, you could combine some fire, growth, and protection spells to keep snowy areas like this suitable for wildlife. Really? Yep. It's common enough practice that some farmers contract mages to keep their crops alive during the winter. It is a lengthy process, unfortunately. I doubt we'll have enough time to continually cast the necessary spells while outpacing them. Triple dots. Isn't there a quicker spell to maybe Grow a flower from your hand. I'm not sure. Maybe I can check later in my tome for any notes on the subject. Great. The girl a few words as always, and I could tell underneath her scarf she was practically beaming with excitement. The use of a potential flower spell put a little extra pep in Lucy's step, her free arm swinging in sync. Even though I've gotten used to Lucy's pace by now, we still hold hands through our marches. Maybe Luke thinks I still need help, but I'm not complaining. The warmth and gentle squeeze from her hand is reassuring, especially when Lux is in a good mood like now. Inevitably, none of us can keep a conversation going forever, and silence settles between us once more. As in the piece, my mind begins to wander. That's why I slow down, sometimes to be needed. Wondering about myself, about where I am, about looks. Well, you're in a snow forest. That's all I can say. Again, I've shared a lot about myself these past few days with looks. Right now, I wouldn't hesitate to call her a friend of mine. And yet, there's still so little that I know about her. I know that she lives in this forest and seems to like it here. I also know she has an endless curiosity for magic. She's a short-spoken but kind girl who knows some magic spells and survival skills. And that's all I know of her. And that's about all I know of her. I don't know if she has any interest beyond magic. I don't know where she came from, or why she lives in this forest. I'm not even sure why she's helping me, beyond maybe the goodness of her heart. No, spending a week marching through the wilderness with someone you just met goes beyond kindness, doesn't it? So many questions. Where do I even start? Should I even bring such questions up with her? Well, at the very least, I do want to get to know about it. I do want to get to know her better, being that she's my friend and all. Of course, there's a chance that she doesn't want that she doesn't view me as her friend. Does she? Does she not? I don't know. My head hurts. Not worrying. I'll just ask. Ask what? I said that out. I said that out loud again, didn't I? Yep. There. Something on your mind. Actually. Right. We have the savior. Do I have to ask all of these? Where did you come from? This one's been a burning question of mine. Has she lived in the forest her entire life? Or did she come from somewhere else before making the forest her home? I have to ask. So looks, can I ask you, where did you come from? Ellipsis? No. I guess that's my bad for phrasing the question like that. It's my bad for phrasing the question like that. Triple nuts? How is it like growing up here? Lux had mentioned playing with icicles when she was younger. Maybe now she'd be more willing to open up about her past experiences in the forest. So, how was it like growing up here? I didn't even begin to imagine how different it must have been. The town life I was used to. You get used to it. Triple nuts. I see. You've been very nosy. You've been very nosy all of a sudden. I don't appreciate it. Sorry. Let's stop asking those kind of questions. What's your favorite color? So, you better not prying into my past again. No, I swear I won't do that anymore. I just wanted to ask. Look, shoots me with a glare. Shoots me a glare. Causing me to choke on my words. Go on. Well, what's your favorite color? Triple Lutz. I've never thought about that. Triple Lutz. Triple Lutz. I have a feeling they might say something like monochromatic colors. Triple Lutz. That's it. That was less insightful that I had hoped. My turn. Let's cut it, team. Why do you suddenly care so much about my past? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, or of course. I didn't answer my question. Oh, exclamation points. Look, I can feel a lump forming in my throat, alongside a sense of helplessness. I'm sorry. Just stupid. I push her into a corner with questions that cross a line. Oh, that exclamation point. Don't cry. I'm sorry. Then I was sniffle, barely able to look up. Barely able to look. Looks in the eye. I'm sorry for crying. And those questions. Don't apologize. Really. It was my fault. I always try to avoid talking about my past. I never told you how much of a touchy subject it was to me. So, sorry for making you cry. But please, for your sake, please don't ask about my past. Okay. Ellipsis, triple Lutz. I was asking because. Ellipsis. I just wanted to get to know you better. As a friend. Triple exclamation points. Ellipsis. Sorry. I didn't know. Triple Lutz. Silence is much more uncomfortable now. Like a rushing river now frozen. I didn't mean for things to end up like this. And now that the mood's been started, I don't know how to recover. This looks want to talk more. She even wants to listen to me. Ellipsis. Hey. Let's go. Oh, exclamation points. You first. Oh, please, you first. It's this. Oh, well. You know, I was thinking. I know I don't talk much about myself. There's some things I can't touch on, but others are free. I can understand that too anyway. To be honest, even for anyone else. You should do a better job. I don't think you know which is which. Or what's the difference between something I don't have much to say on and something I won't have much to say on? Does that make sense? I stare in awe for a moment at Lux's sudden trust in me. Hello. Yes, it does make sense. So, I could start now by sharing a little bit about myself. Since We're friends. She said it. She said the thing. We really are friends. Oh, please sit down. A Korean figure roasted over a fire. It tastes oozy. Cozy, I guess. That's my favorite treat for the winter. I'm not sure if I read that right. At least, whenever I can get my hands on them. I never found them in the wild, so I don't think they grow around here. I only get them when I go into town. You go to town? Sorry, ignore that. I was just curious. No, that's fine. I've been to a town before. That's all I can say. That's fine. Green pears, huh? Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing them right. They're an interesting fruit. Sweet, but almost bitter. I was never fond of the texture of them raw. But maybe they're better roasted. But what's strange is that they should grow around here. They're not that uncommon. Better yet, I think they can survive winter. Maybe she just hasn't seen them. Looks. Oops, too loud. You know how green berries grow. No. Underground. Exclamation points. I'm not a farmer. It probably looks kinda like weeds at first glance. So if you didn't know, you've probably just been walking right past it. Looks holds her face in her hands. Then explains it. I'll have to look for some in the warmer months. Thank you. It's nothing. Oh, I wish you could eat some now. I may have an idea. If I recall correctly, you're pretty resilient and can survive in the cold here. It's just a matter of uncovering them. We don't have time for that. Unless we use Agilao to melt some snow around as we walk. Might need to rest sooner, but what do you say? Yes. I mean, sure. You can try that. Now, how do you manage to cast Agilao again? I had practiced casting minor spells since that night, but Agilao had proven to be a surprisingly fickle spell for the two of us. Still, we had at least a couple more hours of daylight to kill, so long as we didn't need to slow down. I could take my time honing our casting skills. Imagine a fire, imagine a fire. I fidgeted around with Lux's hand as I tried to maintain a proper grip. Digits interclocking, wrapping around her knuckles with the tip of my fingers. Our palms laying flat against each other, slow swaying with each step of ours. Not thinking, I gave hers a little squeeze. Is this part of the casting ritual? Sorry. I was trying to figure out if our hand holding was off. Was it? Triple dots? Answer the question. Yes? No? I have no clue. Luke squeezes my hand back. Is this better? Why is my mouth so dry all of a sudden? Answer, Delia. You have to answer. Yes. What? I can feel my cheeks heating up. They must be so red. Red right about now. Maybe this can substitute for Akira. No need. Lux lifts her arm to show me her gloves set ablaze. Oh. Wait. I was thinking out loud again. Who cares? We have fire. Now we, ju- now we just have to keep our eyes peeled. Hmm. Is that? Never mind. Never mind. The day draws on, yet it bears no fruit. We march onwards until Lux suddenly stops, leaving me in front for once. There. I think I see a green bear. Really? That weed over there looks different. One further inspection, small purple nuts blotch, the other way is green weed. You're right. As Lux approaches from the alleged fruit, the snow around it melts away to reveal. Look, look! There's a whole bunch of them. Let's grab some. You should let go first. Right. I let go of her hand. Burning all the pears, after all the trouble, would be a disaster, as comical as it would be. Now, Luke steps up to the plant, sizing it up. The moment of truth. She reaches out, grips the weed, and gives it a tug. And out it slides. Yes. I reach a hand up for a high five, but Lux just looks at me. After a moment, Lux also raises her hand. Yes. Feels I'm more excited than her. Then again, maybe I weirded her out with the concept of a high five. It's better you're looking for, right? Yeah. It's better you're looking for, right? After a moment staring, Lux nods empathically. A good sign. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. Don't worry about it. I'm just happy I could help. Shall we set up camp? Yeah. Let's roast some pears. Yeah. I think this one is about done. Oh, nice. Well, that's... Should have the first one. You should have the first one. Oh no, I couldn't. They're favorite. It's thanks to you we have them. And I wanted to see you try them. Oh, well then. Princess. Lux hands me her skewer, which I live towards my mouth. After blowing on the hot piece of fruit for a moment, I take a bite. Well, that's... Yeah, that's good. Smoke flavor goes really well with the sweetness. It almost tastes like the inside of an apple pie, but kinda better. I'm glad you liked it. My response is always when I make someone happy with my art. Say, you're smiling right now, aren't you? Under your scarf, I mean. Under your scarf, I mean. Well, that's... Yeah, if you're right, gonna answer. That means I'm right, right? Ellipsis. Not answering. I'll take the rest of this one. I'll eat the next one that's ready. Sure. It takes the rest of the pear and digs in. She takes her first bite. She closes her eyes as she chews. I wonder what she's thinking. Triple Lux. For a couple more bites, Lux finishes off the fruit and looks at me. Thank you. I really enjoyed this. Oh, well, I'm glad you like the fruit. It means all our efforts were worth it. Not just a green pear. For a lot more. For a lot more. Ellipsis. Lux doesn't elaborate further, but I think I get the gist of what she's trying to say. It's no problem at all, Lux. Lux. Hmm. Something bothering you again. Should I stop? Should I stop? No, 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 no. It's taking a bit of getting used to, but having a name can be nice. Triple Lux. Crackles of the campfire fill the night air with a peaceful breeze as we share more of our rested treats with each other. Hope it doesn't crash again though. Days go by without an end of sight. The Lord's ever-present threat limits how far east the two can travel before making way for him. March east, survey the land. March east, survey the land. March northwest, camp for the night. March east, survey the land. March south, camp for the night. In grand scheme of things, their travels would seem quite monotonous. And neither of them would agree with such a sentiment. For despite the tired snowscape of trees shading their view of the horizon, the long stretches of silence, floating their many steps and the occasional awkwardness rearing its ugly head. It was the most alive either had felt in years. Do you have a favorite flower? Maybe tulips. They got two lips, so maybe we can relate? Pfft. Me. That's stupid. Hey, what did tulips ever do to you? What? Tulips, tulips. I held up two fingers with one hand, opening and closing them like scissors. Yay. Ellipsis? What was that? Two lips? It makes even less sense the more you say it. You sure? I'm not even sure how much of that joke was intentional, but I'm glad Lux got a good laugh out of it. Lux having a brain rot. I'm just kidding. Most days were filled with peace, almost to the point of mundanity. Those are the days best suited for appreciating the simple pleasures of what lies in front of oneself. A warm hand, a trusted companion, a friend. A perfect day to take in the world around you and share your tale from long ago, whether one read from a book or one experience firsthand. As their luck would have it, not every day was so idyllic. Some days were fraught with dangers Delia had only heard of in her studies for good reasons. In spite of her debilitating fear, Delia gradually learned to face those fears together with Lux. Eventually, also there's a crispening again. Get close to me. Huh? It's something. Whoa! Lux yanks me close, practically lugging me as he scans her surroundings. Is it? She has a serious, almost mysterious look on her face, and being so close to her. Triple Lux. It was nothing. Sorry about that. No, don't worry about it. No, I look down and his gaze follows to find ellipsis triple dot exclamation points. Remember when I said looks was practically hugging me? I lied. She's hugging me, creating the back of my hand, holding me very close. And I'm hugging back. I don't even remember when I did that. Lux stays looking down for a second. I almost want to do the same, if only because I don't want this moment to end. What? Sorry. I'm so close to you. Stay close, but not so close next time, I promise. Ellipsis? I didn't mind. What was that? I mean, leaving our arms occupied when there's a threat nearby isn't the best tactic. You're right. So, that was my fault. Sorry. Let's keep going. Alright. In time, the forest that Delia once dreaded and even feared became a second home to her. Not quite knowing the forest like looks did, but still appreciating all of it, both the beautiful and the fearsome. All of her studies couldn't prepare Delia for how wonderful the world outside of towns and merchants could be. Just beyond the paved brick roads and solid faces of workers who knew their place, there lies a tapestry of miracles and nightmares, woven together by millions of years of inherited knowledge, just waiting to be tapped into by the curious enough. I was eager to learn every bit about that world, and Lux was just as eager to show her. Come on, I know a good spot around here to find some ingredients. A good spot for what? You'll see. Finding some ingredients. Soon enough, Lux leads us to a clearing with a sizable hill in the center. Are we gonna camp here for tonight? Yep, but don't set up the fire yet. There's something I want to show you. As Lux finishes her sentence, she leans back until she falls. Back first onto the snow. Be careful, I don't want the thing to touch me. She pats the ground near her, signaling me to join her. Once I meet her on the ground, I look up to find the stars. Ooh, that's very pretty. That's a Yumetuki moment. Wow. All this time together, and we never had a chance to sit together under the stars like this. Okay. The trees usually block all of this, but not here. I used to go out finding little places like this. Sitting here under the stars. So far away, yet so everywhere. Could never get a view like this back in my hometown. We continue staring in awe at the cosmos spiraling out above us. I could spend the whole night here with books. Night turns to wakes, and the two are inseparable. Elena is a beauty she surrounds herself with every day. A beauty that she's been less hesitantly calling her home. It's all thanks to Lux. Lux has brought healing into her life. And while Lux may not admit it, something tells Delia that she may have brought something of her own into Lux's life. How have you never heard of snow angels before? Lux just shrugs as I lay on the snow and continue waving my arms and legs in place. Aren't you cold down there? A little. Bet it stings. A little. And it's fun. Triple dots. Well, get your fun in. You have to get going, so... First you can finish your sentence. The third of snow is dump off the over encumbered branch. That was a bumper. Would be funny if there's like on like later update to add like a snow falling into her, and that would be a perfect shirt. Which of course smacks her right in the face. Does it sting? Triple dots. Sorry, what's that mean? Lux says nothing, instead pulling her arm back and snowball fight. So she knows what snowballs are. Get back here. No way. I get up from my snow angel spot and race after Lux, snowball in hand. There are a few fleeting moments. We forgot about our march on the Lord. All we cared about was flinging snow at each other. Take this. Evidence showed the snowball. Oh yeah? Counterattack. Counter. What? Take that. Where I knew it. Where I know it. I tripped over myself, and now I'm now on top of Lux. Yeah. We're awfully close. Yeah. Bedroom eyes. That's just kidding. Triple dots, more triple dots or ellipses. So naturally, I draw a bit of snow onto her face. Hey. Counterattack. You'll pay for that. Lux pulls her arm back again and P31, the wild world in us. The wind howls as snow slices at our skin. Another blizzard has come out of nowhere. Filling the forest with an icy chaos. Can't make out anything in the distance. Apart from the occasional tree we pass by, it's just Lux and I drifting through a white world. But the sudden shift in weather caught me off guard, and being pelted by all this snow hurts a lot more than a small sting. I'm strangely calm. Time and time again through our days, we've been in harm's way, and every time we make it out, deep down I know, if I just keep hold of Lux's hand, we'll be safe. She turns to face me and mouths something. I can hear her over the wind. She speeds up, so I do too. Finally, I see it. The walls of a cliff unveiled themselves before my eyes, and framed me to the cliff is the mouth of a cave. And with a few more heavy steps, I stifle to the urge to cheer until we make sure we're alone. And when the coast, or cave in this case, is confirmed clear. Yes! I can't believe we've come across a place like this. The cave makes for a beautiful home. Deep enough to keep us safe from the elements, but small enough that we don't have to worry about something sneaking around in some cave system unbeknownst to us. I caught a glimpse of it, but I wasn't sure if my eyes were playing tricks on me. Lux exhales before sprawling out on the floor. Being that way must have taken a lot out of her. I'll grab the tarp. Now, I've got it. Lux rolls over, revealing her backpack of supplies. She reaches in, and then her arm flops to the floor. Actually, I Can't help but let out a chuckle. I've got it. I fish out the tarp from Lux's bag and lay it out on the table. Lux responds immediately by rolling out the tarp and letting out a satisfied sigh. Better. Do you think we should make a fire? Hmm. I'm tired. Come on, it's not too hard. But I bet it feel nice to cozy up by the fire. Okay, you win. I gather some firewood from Lux's bag and place it out behind her. Lux sits up and outstretches both her arms. I take hold of one hand, and Lux points the other at the firewood. Soon enough. Fire! That's better. After stretching by the fire for a moment, Lux pats the tarp next to her, inviting her over. It will feel even better when we're closer. Wink, eyebrow raising. Oh, sure. I've said almost every night, curled up to Lux, but this is the first time she's invited me to lie next to her. Wanting her warmth, I match Lux's position and lie stomach down next to her, popping up my head with my hands. Once I'm down on the ground, I realize just how close our faces are. This isn't normally how this goes either. I quickly turn around to face it anywhere but Lux. But I smoothly start up a conversation with her to show that there's nothing to worry about. So, that weather, huh? Ellipsis. Pfft. What a conversation starter. Oh, yeah? Let's see you try. Okay. I will like, so that weather, huh? Huh? Seriously? Okay, you win. I can't beat the conversation champion. Victory! I hold up my hand, making a V with my index and middle fingers for Lux to see. Thankfully, she responds to my childish antics with another laugh. As the mood cools down, my mind begins to wander. I really want to leave all this behind. Despite its danger, I enjoy nearly every day I spend with Lux. And to leave all that, no, to leave her behind, just to go back to a life I wasn't very thrilled to live. You know what, Lux? I made up my mind. About what? I'm not going back just to be a merchant again. I'm gonna, I don't know. On these days with you, have shown me that life has more to offer than what everyone in my hometown told me. I wanna live, damn it. I wanna live my life. Ellipsis. I'm glad. You seem a lot happier now that you've shed off that weight. Damn right. I'll show the world just what Delia is capable of. Buy a win. And as soon as I say that, I remember why we were traveling in the first place. A month of trekking through the snow to get to a place I only just now gave up on. Sorry for wasting your time. You were escorting me to Ubeldo this whole time, but for me to give up on that destination, I don't mind. It's not like I have anything better to do. Besides, it was fun. Lux poses. I can't see her, and I can't tell the mood around her, but has shifted. So, will you still need me around? Well, I'm almost blindsided by the question. Of course, I want you around, Lux. You're the biggest reason I made this resolution. You're I was going to say something. I couldn't even imagine life without you. Hell yeah. Wait, that last part has a lot of implications. Or, or, or what I mean is that we should be together forever, and that you're part of the reason why life is worth living to me. That's even worse. I Lux cuts me off with another burst of laughter. It takes a while for her to calm down, but she eventually does, wiping tears from her eyes as she does so. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything. Feel free to ignore my ramblings. Well, Lux stays silent. I hope he didn't put her in an awkward position. For a moment, I feel her tug on my coat. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Hey. Hmm? Can I look at you? Look at me? Your face. I want to see your face. Come on. But that's so embarrassing. Especially after you know. Please. Well, that's... Well, when you ask like that. Suddenly, I turn around to face Lux once more. She has her arm propping up her head like a pillow. And I feel compelled to do the same. Oh yeah. Let's say match Lux's pose. We lock eyes. Yeah. I've never gazed into Lux's eyes like this before. Is she doing the same? I hope she doesn't think I'm weird for doing this, but I begin to notice small things. The shape of her pupil, the pattern of her iris, and just how gentle her stare is. She blinks. I stare into her eyes, and she stares back. I blink. My self-consciousness melts away. This feels right. Feels right. Like Yuri, neither woman had the words to describe the sensation arresting them both at this moment. It went beyond mere companionship, beyond a sense of belonging. A sensation that may spend their entire lives dreaming about. It wasn't something either had given much thought of until now. No, they were still not giving it much thought. For in that moment, with the frigid white storm raging outside their humble abode, warmth poured out from every fiber of their beings effortlessly, like this was always how things were meant to be. Mm-hmm. Nelia extends her hand, and Lux takes it, fingers interlocking, palms pressed together. The two stare in awe at each other's in other hands for a moment. A simple action they had taken for granted in their journey had suddenly found itself with a new, more intimate context. Eyebrow raising. Wordlessly, they stare at their hands, into each other's eyes, and then their hair, their smiles. They had never taken it any farther with anyone before, but tonight, that was okay. What was already in front of them has already brought them indescribable amounts of joy, comfort, and something else. As night falls, the two take in each other's breath, each other's heartbeat, hoping, praying that this moment will never end. Just like that, dialogue cut. It's so awesome. I think I love her. I can hear voices shouting in the distance. Where did they go? Where did they go? Find the little bastards. They could have gone far. The echoes of footsteps surround us. She holds me close. It'll be okay. It will be okay. We'll make it out of this, I promise. I found something. Oh, okay. The little effers are hiding nearby. Flush him out. Suddenly I hear flames gushing out around me. They can't light the stove on fire, but the voices want us to burn. She takes a deep breath, then another, then another. Stay here. Don't go outside. I beg her to stay. Don't cry. It doesn't matter that you won't see me again. Because you'll live on. I protest. I want to. I said, don't go outside. They will not find you. I'll make sure of it. She holds up her claw and stares at it for a moment, before closing it into a tight fist, cutting into herself and drawing blood. I won't let them take you, too. She turns her back to me. I yell something. She doesn't listen. She leaves it in. We've got one. Shite. She's right here. Right there. What are you doing? Burn her already. Flames rush out once more, and then one of the voices lets out a blood-curdling scream. Sorry. She's already bitten too. Shut up and kill her already. Flames erupt once more, until I hear the distinct sound of sharp bone piercing flesh. I can't take the suspense anymore. Poke my head out the den to find two bodies laid next to her, bones broken, limb contorted into ringing spirals, faces of agony plastered onto each head. They both bled from the same place, bite marks to the neck. Each body was missing a piece of flesh there. There was someone across from what was her. He was shaking, a fire spell barely maintained in his hands. You! I won't let you kill anyone else, monster! She roars. She lunges forward and slashes his fiery arm clean off. He yells. Then she slits open his stomach with another savage swing, and finally, she bites into his head. His skin grates as if his life was sucked out from his skull, and then he collapses. She twitches. She arches it back in agony, yelling into the night. And slowly, she straightens herself and hunches over. Her breath is empty, her eyes are empty, her mouth is foaming. It was no longer her. It was something else. I won't let you. I won't let you kill. Let you kill. Kill. Cross. The corpse of the man she just killed began to shrivel in front of her. Arms and legs twisting, innards churning and bubbling out of their cauldron. It began taking the same shape as the other two bodies. The path between us stretched for an eternity, and yet I could still so clearly make it out at the end. The path was lined with the mangled corpses of men, women, and children. Some beheaded, some disemboweled, some flayed, all bitten into. It couldn't stop, it wouldn't stop. It had taken everything from it, so it will take everything from now. And at the end of it all, it turned to me. This wasn't her. It smiled. Rows of sharp, jagged, blood-soaked teeth. Kay's eyes filled with sadistic pleasure, surrounded by mountains of corpses. Welcome home. Rude awakening. Okay. Did it start already? I also didn't mean to press I'm out of breath and sweating profusely in spite of the cold weather. It was just a dream of looks. Looks. Or was that someone else? All those bodies. Good looks. It was just a dream. Looks couldn't do that. She doesn't have fangs or cat ears. But she does have claws. No, it couldn't be. Looks. Somehow my scream didn't wake her. I tried shaking Looks awake when her hood falls off. She has cat ears. No, she couldn't. She couldn't be. She wouldn't. What's wrong? Get away from me. Huh? How did you get up and away from Lux? Kicking some snow up as I heard the yell out of the cave. Wait, what? As Lux outstretches her arm toward me, she noticed something. She freezes before reaching back for her head, patting her newly exposed ears. She stares at me. She knows. I don't know what she's going to do to me now. Come on, next work. You. Don't come close. Or I see tears begin to break the corner of my eyes. I won't do anything, Lux. I don't want to die. Wait. There's no time to think. Just have to run. Don't look back. Just keep running. Just have to run. Keep running. This will be the last thing I do in this life. Run. No. Lux sits alone in the cave. From the outside, she seems to be taking it easy compared to her usual days. Spent running from the herd. She spends her day bundled up in her tarp, occasionally attempting to gas Angie. On the outside, things couldn't be more complicated. Over the past month, Phoenix month's loss had been defrosting and feelings never felt had been blooming. With an exhale, the girl gives up and curls back up on her side, pulling her hood as far as it will go. It can't be that hard. Good. So why can't I cast it? And when I need her just to use that fire spell. Well, whatever. I don't need some silly fire spell. I can use my hands. I've been fine all these years without it. I'll be fine. Is fine good enough? Simple nuts. Of course it is. Stupid words and their meanings. Now I don't have to do all that thinking. I just focus on staying alive, instead of escorting some dead weight. I don't have to hide the truth. But it's so quiet. I mean, of course it is. It was always going to end someday. We could never have. can't stay like this forever. Or, or what I mean is that we should be together forever. And that you're part of the reason why life is worth living to me. It's funny, just a few hours after the request, she up and ran. Oh well, it was for the best. I don't need to be weak. I don't need to rely on her to help me. I could even become a mage myself. Why did I even bother going to all that trouble? Just to pretend I was normal. And relying to ourselves and each other. Just to delay the inevitable. But now, the lies and secrets are over. I can go back to. What was I doing before this? Time feels so long ago. Don't even remember. So what should I do? Well, I'm thirsty. Let's start with water. If only I knew a water spell. Now, I have a canteen in my backpack. I reach out and grab my canteen. Empty. No salt joke, please. I could go out to gather some snow. Melt it over a fire to purify it. Triple nuts. It can wait. I don't feel like getting up now. Triple nuts. Ellipsis. Stop thinking about her. She was only using me. She only stayed with me because the alternative was dead. Stop. I knew she was going to find out eventually. Why did I bother getting close to her? Triple nuts? Whatever. It's all over now. Back to the life I had before. Ellipsis. It was a fine life. It was fine. Yeah. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. E33 return. It's already afternoon. I should get going. The light should be getting close. If I leave now, I could easily get a head start on me. Triple nuts. I don't feel like it. I toss and turn inside my tarp. I'll stay here for a little longer. Until, I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Nothing. Something's here. Okay, no sudden movements. Maybe it'll pass by. You're still here. My blood freezes, heats up, and freezes over again. I must be dreaming. Yes, okay, you can do this, Dahlia. Looks. Can this be real? Did she come back? Why? Well, where else could she have gone without me? Realize how hard it was alone. I peel my head up from above the ground. I peel my hand up from the ground and face her. What do you want? For a moment, I want to ask where her hat went, but I snuffed that throughout. I'm really sorry. My actions were completely disrespectful, especially to someone who has treated me so kindly. I want to do what I can make up for my transgression, no matter what it takes. And I hope that you'll be able to forgive me, and we could, you'd be so kind to traveling together. I guess this is what you meant by not wanting me to cry on your past. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to, really. And Yuri probably upset with me. Upset? Why would I be? You made your choice to leave. Probably the right one. I panicked. Whenever something has gone wrong, you've been there for me. So when I saw those visions, I was scared of what I saw. I wanted your help as always. But I was too scared of how you'd react if you knew what I saw. Point is, I wasn't thinking clearly. And now I've made up my mind. My choice is to be with you. Right. You need your guide. No. Appreciate all that you have done. I know it was selfish of me to even ask you to help me in the first place. But it's different now. I meant everything I said the last night we spent together. And I have to keep being reminded of that. What could never be. Just go. I don't want to. I want to fix things. Something is telling me I have to talk to you. Not to be with you. Just hear me out, okay? What is this? I hate this. I hate having these feelings. My body is telling me to jump into her arms and beg her to stay with me. At the same time, it takes everything to stop myself from screaming. Why can't she just go away? Before this gets harder. Why do I care so much? Damn it, I'm not weak. Why do you want me to go? Because I don't want you here. Well, that's because I ran away. What's a reminder of? Reminder of what? Have you cut it out already? I find myself on my feet. You're making this complicated. You don't want to be with me. I don't care for you. Just go like you were always going to. Liar. Nobody has ever listened to me as much as you do. You're not the kind of person who would fake being kind. If anything, you've always faked being mean or indifferent. I know it's vain of me to say this, but I think you do care, and I really hurt you. Hurt. You think I'm a baby now. You just chose the moment I left to stop caring about the Lord. About the Lord. You'd be the one who's been so worried, but now, have you even left this cave? Because I set up camp pretty close to you. You should have seen me. Exclamation points. Hey, besides, there should be footprints leading out of here if you did. Listen, it's not just myself I'm here for. I'm here for you. Shut up. You aren't here for me. Everyone leaves. That's how it works. You'll leave just like... Stop trying to give me hope with your painting. I know I'm not meant to be loved. So let me be alone and stop worrying about it. Let me forget you already. Just because I had people around me doesn't mean I didn't feel alone too. I know how you feel. But you aren't meant to be alone. You're super awesome and worthy of being cared for. Maybe by someone better and more understanding than me. But by someone. Please, let me show you that I'll stay with you. If I have another dream, I'll try my best to stay calm and not run away. Liar. Ellipsis. Please, looks. Can I show you that there's nothing to show me? Forget about me. Forget about everything I've said or I've done to you. Forget everything you ever said because of me. You know I can't do that. She takes a step closer. I take a step back into the crowd. Then, you think I'd do all of this just for anyone? Of course you would. I'm the only reason you're alive. We didn't need to share obscure magic spells, or roast screen bears together, or play in the snow just to stay alive, did we? And we did it anyway. Why did we do it anyway? She takes another step closer. I feel cornered. Then I point to me, looks. Shut up. You know what to let you go just because of a stupid misunderstanding. I said, shut up. All the urges in my body converged at once, and without thinking, I. She bullets. She falls to the ground. Her leg. She's bleeding. I did this to her. The pain is too much for her. She can barely look up through each sharpened nail. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Was it supposed to? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She looks up from her leg, revealing the slash marks I left on her. I'm sorry. It's She lets in a couple more sharpened nails through her teeth before continuing. It's okay. I'm sorry for being too pushy. I caused all of this. No, you shouldn't be apologizing. It was all my fault. I'm the one that did this to you. That's what I was warning you up. Warning her about. About what? But I selfishly lash at the one person who's given me warning since. No, it isn't. It isn't the time for that. She's bleeding. Elia is bleeding. I don't want her to die. I'm sorry for everything. You deserve better. Elia winces at the pain, holding down her leg with one arm. And then she smiles. She's in too much pain to do it too much else. When she isn't wincing, she smiles at me. Why? Looks. Yes. Would you do me a favor? Sure, anything. Would you help me inside? Delia motions to the him. Of course. Don't try to get up. I want to see you in any more pain. Delia can't get up on her own. I don't want to risk putting any weight on her bad leg. So I carry her to the den. She was heavy. I don't think I'd be able to carry her very far, if it came down to it. We need to put pressure on the legs to stop the bleeding. I rip up a large chunk of my scarf and wrap it tightly around the scarred part of her leg. She winces in pain as I tighten the clothes. Thank you. But shouldn't be saying that to me. How long do you think I can rest? How long do you think I can rest? As long as you need to. Alright, I'll nurse you back to health until you can walk again. And I thought, remember what I said earlier? I don't mind being your guide, or your nurse, or whoever you need me to be. I just want to see you better. Yeah, lets out a weak laugh. I appreciate it, really. And that's not what I meant. How much time do we have before he arrives? My blood runs cold. Not the chaos. I completely forgot about Lord. I ran just outside of the den to see where he is. He's close. Too close. If we left now, we'd barely be able to outrun him. But she's in no shape to do that. And he'll be on top of us by the end of tomorrow. I rush back inside the den and update Delia on the Lord's position. I see. Delia looks down at her leg for a bit, then back at me. Can you carry me as you hike? Nuts. Probably have a dejected look on my face. I can't do that. I'm not strong enough. I'm sorry. The gravity of the situation has finally settled in. Ellie is going to die. The Lord will kill her, and it's all my fault. Tears begin to form. I'm so sorry, Dahlia. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dahlia doesn't say anything. I'm on the ground, tears streaming down my face. I'm sorry. Please. I'm so sorry. She puts her hand on my back. I look up, stunned. I can't read her expression. She's smiling. I don't. But I don't know what to say here, dear. But I thought I'd die quite a few times on our journey. This one might be for real. If it wasn't for you, the blizzard would have killed me a long time ago. So, maybe this is what I waited for. I was waiting for. I'm just happy I got to meet you. This forest was bound to kill me, one way or another. You're wrong. I'll yell out, all of your reflex, telling Delia that she has to know. Supposedly, you were supposed to be happy. You weren't supposed to end up like this. If not, then everything I did until now was for nothing. I want to crawl into a ball and cry. I almost did. But Talia tells me something. There's no reason you can't. You can still live, and I'm sure happiness awaits you somewhere. So, no. What? Don't die for me. I can't do that. I'm done pushing you away. I want to be with you until the end. If the end is tomorrow, then so be it. You don't have to. I want to. I want you to die, Max. I don't want you to die alone, Gaia. Delia lets out a weak laugh. Looks like we're at a deadlock. Say, hypothetically speaking, if we somehow get out of this together, would you want to keep traveling with me? Well, of course, that's all I want. Good. Figuring out a way to get us both out of here. Delia reaches over to the large book that she left in the den and opens it. It's gonna be somewhere. It's gonna be something in here that will help us. But that would be nice. Living together. I'm not sure what Delia can find, but I'm not going to discourage her from trying. I'll get some water for us. Take some hair jerky from my bag. It should last us for the night. Oh, thank you. I'll let you know if I find anything useful in this. Thanks. I live with a pot in hand to gather some snow. When I return, I find Delia looking through my bag. Uh, where's the jerky again? I can find it with all this torpedo hay. Sorry, it's right here. I fish out the jerky from the bag and hand some to Delia, which she gladly accepts. Food. I don't know how she can be so happy with it. Never mind. I set up the snowfield pot over some firewood. It's been a while since I've started a fire by hand, hasn't it? As if she read my mind. Delia taps me on the back, barely able to reach over to me. It's some hell with the fire. She asks. She holds up her hand and scrunches it a couple times. I don't want to cut you. With your glove? But we cast its spells plenty of times without you cutting me. True. I feel I see that extending out the same hand I used to hurt her. But Delia doesn't seem to mind. I don't know why. We hold hands, and quickly a small flame forms in the palm of my other hand. As I light firewood with the spell, I take Delia for her help. Of course, she smiles and continues with her studies. Triple nuts. This doesn't sit right with me. The feeling of not being treated the way you deserve to be treated. Being treated better than the animal you really are. Triple nuts. Delia. How can you trust me? After everything I put you through, or everything I could put you through in the future, why do you still trust me? I will not trust you because you're you. Classic line. It doesn't make any sense. You'll get it once you play Ace Attorney. Sure it does. You're kind, compassionate, sometimes aloof, sometimes goofy, and sometimes scared. I knew there'd be risk associated with you. I know what I signed up for. So, I'm not saying I'm expecting this to happen again. She says, motioning to her injured leg. I know you don't want it to happen again. You want to be a better kind of person. And even if you stumble every once in a while, you're always striving to be that better person. That's the you that I've known all this time. And that's who I put my trust in. So with that being said, I know you don't need me for much, but I hope you can put your trust in me. We get out of this together. Okay? I am stunned. But, well, triple nuts, I nod. I trust in you, Delia. And I hope you can be at least half the person you put your trust in. Yay, a smile. She chuckles. You already are. Let's see if I can continue following this lead I had. She runs her finger across the page of her book, eager to get back to her studies. I can't do much to help, so I wait. Keep forgetting what voice I should be using. Alert towers over the forest, looming closer to the two with every passing minute. Through sorcery feared by all and understood by none, he butchers all who lay in his path. He has no sympathy for those who desecrate his domain. The two are running out of time. Delia has spent the night scouring through her texts, looking for any sliver of hope for the two to escape. The two will need to make the most of this last day together to find the piece of hope they wish to so desperately cling onto. Or else by sundown, there will be no more. I lay down on the ground in a rather comfortable position next to my tub. Lux is sitting next to me, just now noticing me waking up. I must have fallen asleep while researching last night. Researching for... I quickly sit upright in a panic. Oh gosh, how long was I up for?
Relax. You needed it. Sun just rose. Still have some time. Okay. Also, that's a cute tail. I love it. Okay. Anything happened while I was asleep? Nope. You didn't miss much. How about you? Did you find anything last night that could help us? Let's see. Found some notes on spells that grant you the ability to fly. But they're a bit risky to perform. Currently, they are our best shot at getting out of here together. What about the healing magic? What about healing magic? Fortunately, those won't work with how we're currently casting magic. Remember the day the beast attacked us and you accidentally scratched me? We tried using healing magic that day and it wouldn't work. Healing magic is quite fickle after all. I see. And you don't need any help with that flying magic. Yes, please. You don't mind. You help me outside. Looks shoot me a smirk, and that's all the princess carrying me once again. Sure. Sure enough, Looks carries me out of the den to the clearing out in front. At my request, Looks lays me down in the snow. Okay. Now hold my hand, Looks. Now when you're ready, of course. Gladly. Looks places her hand in mine, and we give each other a tight squeeze. Now, concentrating on the flight spell I read through last night, I imagine myself lifted on the ground, no longer bound by gravity, soaring through the skies. With exclamation points. Slowly, I feel myself lifting off the ground. We will see like they're very lifting. No, never mind because we can see it. It's only up to like half body portrait. Is it working? I think. Just before I can finish my sentence, I land face first in this now. So there looks to be a lot I still don't understand about the fight magic. Unfortunately, my notes didn't cover these spells in much depth. Teleportation magic seems like a tempting alternative right now, but I have even less notes on those type of spells. Prior to trying to brace myself though, teleportation magic would be the way to go. How frustrating. But hey, at least the sting of the snow isn't as painful when your leg feels like it's on fire. Silver lining. Are you okay? Hmm? Should probably leave my face up from the snow already. Yes, I'm fine. Relatively. With that, I've exhausted all the leads I found in my research last night. There's a way for us both to escape. The answer is in my zone. What am I talking about? There's no if. Of course there's a way. Looks nods emphatically. After a minute of silence, that reckless confidence between the two of us dissipates as we realize we don't have many options left, if any. I'm guessing a split won't help, given how close the Lord already is. Spending the day limping won't be enough to around him, right? Looks nod, but sadly, even our other options. Looks. Okay, don't despair, Helen. It's got to be something you're missing. Think. Looks. Ellipsis. I don't think this is the best idea, but I have a suggestion. Oh, please go ahead. What's on your mind? Well, it has to do with what you saw in your dream the day you left. At least, what I think you saw. Oh, if it's too much, we don't have to talk about it now. Oh, please continue. Right. I'm guessing you saw someone that looked like me. Only more feral. Might have even killed some people. Yes, that's what I saw. I figured. That was my sister. She lost herself trying to protect me. Lost herself? Lux rubs her hands together on her lap. Yeah, to our curse. The reason people fear us, and the reason you don't see many like me anymore. The curse allows creatures like me and my sister to fuse anyone we bite into. Losing our own souls as we turn into a new being. As you saw, it's not a pleasant thing. Yes. And if you refused, your leg wouldn't be a problem. Together our new body would be able to escape him. I don't know how good of an ending that would be either for us, but it might be better than dying. Might. I see. Sorry, that's probably a dumb suggestion. Oh no, it was helpful. It's a new lead we can follow. Just have some questions I wanted to ask to better understand this curse. Maybe we can use this curse to our advantage. Luke smiles, seemingly happy she was able to help in some way. Sure, that's the way. Alright, let's save it here. So forgot to save earlier though. Previous ones. So I have to like check that again. If I want to reread it. Or watch my own recording, I guess. Losing our own souls. We said we lose our souls and turn into a new being. Sorry if this is a redundant question. When you're saying neither of us will be us anymore, we'll be someone else? Basically. From what I know, the souls get too mixed together to be able to tell apart. And new soul becomes a messy mix of all the previous souls that were fused. Wait, multiple souls can be fused into one. Into one? That's what my sister ended up doing. Honestly, I don't know why she did it, or if it was even her idea. If I may pry a bit. Did your sister hold a grudge against humanity? Yeah. Don't get the wrong idea though. I don't have the same grudge after seeing what it did to my sister. Especially when people like you exist. I can't help but blush. But now isn't the time for that. Oh, Castelia. Sorry for distracting. No, it's alright. But you brought up a good point. That you're a good person. Thanks again, but not that. Your sister held a grudge against humans. She had a reason to go on a rampage. In my opinion, that's evidence that the host soul, the one with the power to fuse, stays at least partially intact after the fusion. Exclamation points. That goes against what my sister taught me. But you're right. She wouldn't have acted that way if all the souls of those humans were in control of that body. Triple butts. Being reminded of her sister's slaughter was an unpleasant shock. Looks can easily read my dejected expression and looks away in shame. Sorry. Oh no, it's fine. You're just telling me the facts. Now let's keep going. Where did he come from? I want to know where he got from. I mostly grew up north from here, in the mountains with my sister. Once we were being hunted, I ended up here. I've spent the last few years in this forest. Climbing a mountain sounds fun. I've got pretty good at it when I was little. There was this rug while my sister and I would race up for fun. Even though I was young, I would always beat her to the top. Cool. And she wasn't just letting you win. She totally was. Sorry, didn't mean to melt your glory away. It's okay. I'll race you sometime. Once my leg heals. Yeah. Where did your sister learn about the curse? You know where your sister learned about this curse? Not really. Maybe from her parents. But I've never met them. She never told me what happened to them. Only that they raised her before I was born. Well, I'm sorry to hear. It's no big deal. Could miss what you never had. Anyway, my sister said the curse was ancient knowledge passed down to us. Whatever that means. That's about all I know of where it came from. Honestly, if I didn't see what happened to my sister, I wouldn't even believe this ancient knowledge. I see. Knowledge passed down orally through the generation is always prone to dubious claims and a general loss of detail. So we know that not everything your sister knew can be trusted. A little concerning, but at least your eyewitness account was able to verify some details of the curse. Yeah, what you said. Alright, so I will save after this. Any other friends, I guess? Can we back? No. Actually, we can check the history that we chose. No, never mind. We can check it. This is not PGR. This is Renty. You're up with any other than your sister. Nope. It was just the two of us. I've been alone ever since. I've heard into the town. I head into town in disguise. Every once in a while. It's a lot easier in the winter when I can bundle up. I've been using money I took from the villagers after my sister killed them. It feels messed up, but it wasn't going to be used any other way. It sounds really rough. I'm sorry. I've got you now. It all feels farther away. I'm bad. Hearing Lux talk candidly about my presence is not something I would have expected weeks ago. So it's still down on the list of unexpected things that have happened on this trip. I mean, who knew I was traveling with a cat girl? Maybe sooner or later, if I have the money, I will be adopting a cat that can transform into a cat boy. In hindsight, it was obvious, wasn't it? Okay. Life dreams. Do you have any goals for the future? I've just been living. I don't think past the current day. I see. It would be cool, I think, to have something to aim for. Like you and magic. Listening to you to talk on and on about it is really cool. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Not everybody back home would get a headache by the time I'm done talking. Ah, I do too. But in a good way. Like my head is so full of magic. I couldn't have another bite way. It's like a mental meal. Now I'm hungry. Alright, here's the last one. So now we save this one. It's our final choice. I was right, this is like the last choice. So, is biting the only way to fuse? You think there are other ways of fusing beyond biting into someone? Maybe. My sister said you need to eat a part of someone in order for the fusion to work. But she would still make sure we never put any part of us in each other's mouth. I guess she was worried about us accidentally fusing. But she would have known I'd never eat a part of her. Maybe even dodging someone else's with the inside of your mouth is enough to start a fusion. Or even ingesting a really small part of someone, like a hair or spit, would be enough. Could be. It's not a bad hypothesis if I do so myself. If I do so my, if I do say so myself. But it's risky to test out ourselves. We might accidentally trigger a fusion. Let's keep this information in my back pocket for now. It's also insightful. Feel like I really feel like I learned about books. Triple dots. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing around. We need to figure a way out of this. Not spend all day fooling around. Not to have a lot more days to fool around with it. Okay. I exclaim as I clap my hands together. Back to reading. I'm gonna give everything a once over now that I'm well rested and have a few more ideas. Good luck. And that reminds me. Is there anything else you remembered about the curse that could come in handy? It's just a gut feeling, but I don't think the curse was always intended as a tool of destruction. There are easier ways of killing, you know. But whatever that original purpose was, no one remembers. Hope that helps. Well, it's a sign we might be going in the right direction. I feel like I have a better understanding of the catwalk curse. I don't necessarily feel more confident in relying on it as our means of escape. I lose my current body and fuse into looks permanently, and there's a chance my soul will be mixed together in with hers to the point where I no longer exist. Oh, and I might both go crazy. Still, it's better than dying, probably. Ellipsis? I'm likely taking a gamble here, but I don't believe this curse is the only known instance of souls fusing into one body. Might even have something related in my notes. The Lord draw closers. The Lord draws closer. Looks tells me we only have a few hours left. And I'm not sure if I have an answer for her. If I will escape together. But I turn to Lux, who has been waiting patiently by my side this whole time. A part of me is still surprised she's put her faith in me, a girl who studied magic for fun and is now using that hobby to put our lives on the line. But she's here now, trusting in me. The least I can do is show that her trust wasn't misplaced. I have an idea. Does it involve my curse? Yes. Lux shoots me a protesting look for a moment. I decide against saying anything. She only nods her head. It won't be nearly as bad as what happened to your sister. At least if my theory is correct. Theory? Yes, so I had read some more modern studies in my notes about hypothetical transfusion spell. Model is different from your curse, in that both souls stay intact with the same body. They hypothesize with such a fusion would only be possible if both souls interface with each other the same way. It's our music. It's gonna make it loud a little bit. You should spell with the same exact action. Okay, I can't hear it because I don't have both of the earphones right now. And I have to pay attention if there's gonna be like plastic clacking and probably someone trying to steal something or something. I'm really sorry. So like, if they both hit each other, like a kiss, I think it's weak at the moment. Actually, probably it might be like just a sound of like wind, like a breeze. So let me weaken that again. So let me read this part. Exactly. So my theory is, what if the same were to apply to your curse? What if the underlying theory of fusion doesn't differ much between the ancient catfolk and what mages know now? If so, if we both, I don't know, bit each other and... Wait, I don't think I can bite you. No, that's not the point. If we interface the same way, there's a chance our soul, then there's a chance our soul will remain intact after the fusion. I don't really know what that will be like, sharing a body with you and all. Especially with no way to undo that fusion. But it's better than dying, right? Ellipsis. Lux doesn't look convinced. And what if you're wrong? What if we turn into a monster instead? Well, then I guess we'd turn into a monster. Sorry, I'm not really a professional at this stuff. I know I use a lot of big words when I get into it. But really, I'm just doing my best guesses with the crummy cards life has dealt me. But with not being a proper mage and all. Well, you're the magiest non-mage I've ever seen. I know you'll find the most likely path to us living, but our choices are either being bound to each other forever or dying together. Both scare me. If you think there's a good chance, then I'll do whatever you need me to. Also, if it works, what would it even feel like? No idea. Probably something like shutdown. Maybe it'll be fun. Fun? I mean, I had plenty of fun just walking around. This isn't a joke. You spend the rest of your life with me. You're in this whole mess because I hurt you. I don't want to hurt you again, but I don't know what the future has in store. I want you to be around someone who could hurt you and put you through pain. I already told you. I know what kind of person you are, Lux. I just move this a little bit, so it will not touch. I know what you signed up for. Even if you end up hurting me, or if I hurt you, I know we won't try to hurt each other. Because I care too much for you. And I think you care a lot for me too. Besides, there's nobody else I would rather spend forever with. Forever. There it is again. That word. Sorry if that sounded too grandstandy. No, it sounded great. I know I'm not good with words. True, I feel you. But I just want you to know that these days have been the best thing that's ever happened to me. Even with all the bad and the ugly parts, I wouldn't trade these days for the world. So if this is what forever looks like, then I couldn't be happier. Wow. Lux tilts her head in mild confusion. Did I say something weird? Nope, that's really just totally normal in these kind of meetings. No worries. Really normal. Let me check again. No. You said something wonderful. It's just a lot. But I don't necessarily disagree. Spending forever with you sounds wonderful. Yeah, yes. Yes. This is the moment I've been waiting. Looks inches closer to my side. And closer. There's a heat within me. And she's kindly. Whether she realizes it or not. No. That look in her eyes. She definitely realizes it. A simple hand in hers won't be enough now. She leans in closer and ellipsis. I rest a finger on her chin, holding her in place. As much as I want to continue, if we do this now, we'll probably feast together. And if my theory is wrong, we may never see each other again. Looks me dead in the eyes with utmost confidence. Then I'm glad you're the last thing I'll ever see. Through the stone, this is the beginning. Through the stone marches as a stranger, neither man nor beast. Down the path, down the path paved with sweet regrets and painful pleasures, she continues to tread. She does not waver from her course, though she does not know why. Even as her body and mind are not, and by the blistering wind, this is the same thing. She does not dare question herself. Not yet. She bears the weight of splintered thoughts, fragmented memories, and swirling emotions. Yep, it's the same dialogue. A bittersweet cocktail of laughter, fear, and anger and warmth. All wrapped with a promise. The road to forever begins here. She marches, and marches, and marches more. Onward as the snow falls and wind blows overhead. The creature knows nothing, thinks nothing, feels nothing. And yet she knows, thinks, and feels all at the same time. But as time builds up, the fragments slowly grow together, building and building and building, grasping at what was and what is. This is enough. We have outpaced him by at least 2 days. We should rest. And I don't know how long I've been fleeing with him. I've been fleeing him. How long have I been alive? Who am I? These questions haven't mattered until now. My only goal had been to flee him. And now I am alone with my thoughts. Yet they are not my own. I can feel a thin line drawn across the sands of my consciousness. Fragile separation, almost waiting to be covered over by a passing breeze. But a line was drawn, somewhere between myself and well, that's ellipsis, I can't remember. Still, the burden of that knowledge weighs down on me. The knowledge that this mind isn't my own. Hey. So does this make us deluxe? Delia. I yell out into the wind, without knowing what that name meant. Lux. Lux, can you hear me? Delia. Yes. Yes. My name is Lux. Lux, you're here. You're actually here. My mind's tendrils began grasping at these things. Slowly the fog fades. We did it. It worked. Right, yeah, the fusion. Sorry, I tried to remember things. That's okay. I'm here for you. and I'll be here for you as very well. Forever. Forever. I like that. How long have we been walking? I don't know. I wasn't really conscious for a while either. What's the last thing you remember? Well, we kissed. Well, that's right. That felt good. 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 Hey, this might not be the right time to say it, but I love you. Love. So that's what this feeling is called. Yeah. I love you too. I'm glad. Really. Thanks for grabbing my toe. I hadn't even noticed. I guess I just knew I wanted it. Maybe we could do some magic research. I can still cast spells too. Hey, by the way, this is the mind fusion like PGR wanted to. Here's a successful one. Nah, just kidding. That's not what we're doing next. If you're interested, we can do whatever we want. Triple nuts. I wish I could kiss you again. Oh, with all we've done, we'll find a way. Yeah. Awesome. Maybe they'll actually be diffusing. Somehow. This winter of ours. So good. I think I'm still probably crying inside. I can't like cry, you know. You might be hearing me sniffling, of course, if I cried really, of course. This game is so awesome. Cool! Cool! Nah, just kidding. that's a different Kyoto. Flossium. Pretty good music. I'm not sure though, I might still need to test it out. Even just like one link. Thanks for playing. Do we get a post credits? Actually no. Extra, here we go. This is gonna be a lot. I think I still gotta do this anyway. We do have time. Alright. So these are commentary notes anyway. So I'll be reading. So this is gonna be maybe like, you know, a little bit long. Hey people, thanks for playing our game. This is a jump submission. We don't have a whole ton of time to make it's pretty or add a lot of features. We wanted to add a little bonus and have notes. This is my first published writing project in 3 years, and I'm really proud to have been able to work with such a great team. I honestly didn't expect to be as involved with the project as I ended up being. What started out as a simple request for star ideas turned into a full writing gig. Without the pay, of course. I need to remove my earphones a little bit. Still have to pay attention. This is my first time writing a romance script. Let alone a Yuri romance. So I had spent some time studying romance stories to better understand the structure and flow of this genre. Once the story structure was finalized, Cream was a huge help in getting through the many writer's blocks I had throughout the 3-week period. Writing with Anne. Kudos, that's so pretty amazing though. Writing can be painful sometimes, true. I still have to attempt one. But many times it can be fun. I hope you enjoyed reading Dahlia and Lux's Tale as much as I enjoyed writing them. 92 FM. So let me just adjust this a little. Okay, just so we can fast forward a little bit. I was surprised when I got approached to work on this project. I had half-heartedly thrown myself out there, expecting nothing to come of it, only to be sent an entire story outline catered to the style of my art not too long after. Man, I wish I'd be like that someday. Working with a team to create a VN, like this is a dream come true. Sometimes I wonder if I'm still dreaming. However, when I look at the work of everyone coalesced into one project, it all comes into perspective. I feel like I know the name Adjucherry. Did I remember seeing their name before? Anyway, now we continue a little bit. I've been drawing since I was old enough to hold a crayon in my tiny hand. My whole life has been defined by one idea. I love creating art, me too. I will continue to create art until I die, me too. Thank you for reading, and please continue to look forward to our future artistic endeavors. Alright, let me edit this. When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve and become fused with a cat, fused with a cat girl, and to assume among the powers of the earth, the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature of God and of nature's God entitle them, and this in respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes of which impelled them to the union of their souls. Like imagine, I would not fuse with a cat girl. I would. Plus magic. Anyways, like it looks weird or something. Floss you. I initially didn't have any plans to work on a gem project. This was a little bit long. I initially didn't have any plans to work on a gem project in the near future, especially in a more hands-on role. In that time, at least I will say, more hands-on role. Now, when I stumbled upon a post from Adri looking for a team, I was inspired by his art and knew there was something special to be made. Coming into this winter of ours, I knew all the people I brought on here. I brought on were incredibly skilled. I wanted to use my coding to show the world these people the way I see them and put all their awesomeness on display. It's been years since I've gotten to read a script written by 92 FM, so getting to work with him on the writing was like seeing a Phoenix's rework. As Adri is less experienced in game dev, I think I was able to put together a good system to focus on what he is experienced at. Drawing cute girls. Very true. Very true of them. From the start, I've thought that the story would live and die by its own design, and I knew with costumes, music, and sound effects, we'd be able to bring this forest to life. Apologies to anyone I didn't bring up. I tried to keep this short. Alright, let me keep on scrolling. I had a blast grinding this out. I can't wait for whatever's next. I hope you all enjoyed playing. If you have any questions or feedback, positive or negative, feel free to reach out. I have no fucking negative feedbacks on this. This is just literally fucking amazing. Please. I know I smashed my foot against my bed. I was unable to walk for 2 days while coding this, so I know how Delia feels. Grimfinity. Concept art. First character drawings. Oh, it's up to see concept art. It's so good. What was it? What was the two character? Was it Koichi Kameji? The one who also has a sister and has a red eye? The other one, the one I'm referring to is the one with the purple or green light something? Like purple orb, something like that. Character designs. Can we see the fusion though? That looks really cute though. Damn. This is really good. All you need to know, it has cute fucking story. It has the most exquisite writing, of course. Unfortunately, my vocabulary still sucks. And it has really, really gorgeous art, I would say.
This is so really freaking cute, and I love every moment on it. I just love like every single moments. I also love there's like conflicts and things as well. So they have like a little bit of spice of the story, and yeah, this is so fucking great. I almost had like tears of joy to be honest upon reading it, and I do like have variety of emotions rolling right now when playing this game. Even with people like make mistakes, of course. Of course, there are times like I would scold them. Why did you do this? In my mind. But we're playing a story first. This is really great. Music's pretty good too, I'll be honest, and sound design as well. Pretty fitting as well for the novel and like the feels. Kind of like has a retro feeling as well to like the music. So yeah. This is probably one of the best games I have ever played. Well, I'm still sad like there will be like one playthrough I will still not be able to upload because OBS if they didn't notice until now that OBS wasn't recording audio, but I'm glad for this one. If that happens here, I'm just gonna be fucking punching my eyes out. Sorry. Yeah, sorry for just yelling. But anyways, this is pretty cool VN. I would say I had a blast reading this. I know there are still some many words that I still like don't know and figure or like statements as well, figurative speech as well. So yeah, still pretty great. Thumbs up. Probably one of the best games that's what I have ever played, aside from Casino Suits from this year. So that's it for this winter of ours. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you probably to another game. This time I'm gonna take a break, and we're now going to start like either withholding on hiatus or like games that I still have to start. Probably both of them though. It's gonna be the DS setup again though. So I'm not sure. I'm thinking. Well, one thing I'm thinking of like Seven Dragon is I might possibly hire OCs of others, but yeah. So we'll see about that. If it's part zero, then yeah, we might be hiring for our. And I need you to be on my adventure if I start with part zero. But if I started with part one and like crazy characters, then yeah. This has to be blind. I want to be surprised. I'm not gonna try like crazy, a little bit because of that. Anyway, enough dilly dallying. We're talking a different game now, so. Anyway, bye bye. And my stars guide you. I'll be back to Stellaria right now.